As soon as the software is done pulling a credit report, you guys are going to see this live. As soon as it's done pulling a credit report, it's going to take it right to the credit score. Here's the date here's the credit report date. Let's go to the progress history. Ooh. Oh. What happened? What happened? What did you do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, well, we got this.
But you know what? I was all right. When I paid off those 2 credit cards, I think it was after the reporting date. Because I paid it off on the 19th and the 20th of last month.
Okay.
So it should be, but I was thinking it should have been.
30-day late.
But that's old.
No, 30-day late. You were all green, brother. You were all green.
I mean, that was there the last time too.
Yeah, but you still no, bro. You had green straight in the middle on Equifax. So something popped up even worse. Something popped up even worse.
I mean, new
Your
credit.
utilization is freaking sick. Yeah, that's where it needs to be. This is so what we're talking about over here, guys. Paying down your credit cards this is your utilization rate. Look at that, perfect. This is in the range. This is where it needs to be. Dre, is this client fundable right now? Dre's like, I'm not even paying attention, bro.
I'm working, bro.
No.
I'm multitasking. Yes. Let me see. Fundable. Boom, boom,
No.
boom. Credit utilization underneath 20%. We got 23. That's beautiful. Whose is this?
Anthony Thomas, right there.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
AT.
All right, you underneath 20%. What else we got? Boom, boom.
I can pull up revolvings.
What's that red? Go back up real quick. All right, up a little more.
30-day late.
Oh hell no, he's not ready. No, he's not ready.
So I got to get rid of them 30-day lates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Oh, but that's, you know what? That account is paid off. But they still
see a lot of what's all these how many inquiries you got? I saw a lot of that.
Yeah, that was
5, 7.
I'm trying to get rid of a couple of those.
5, no.
14, 14 guys, 14.
No.
We got it. So now what you would do, Ant, go over here, clean up all your inquiries, whatever you can. That's not going to get you in trouble. Like, don't touch the mortgage company.
Right.
We don't want you getting loose in your house. Okay. Like One Main, right? Personal loan. If you don't got this loan, get rid of it. U.S. Bank. If you don't got this, get rid of it. Okay, type of thing. Right.
Right. Now the One Main, even though I had an account with them at one time, you could still get rid of it.
If you had an account and the account is closed, absolutely. If that bank is not open, excuse me, I don't need your shit anymore. What are you gonna do? Threaten to close my account?
Right.
Hey, get the hell out of here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
A lot of people. Let me say this too. A lot of people. I'm getting this a lot. I got a lot of closed accounts. Who cares? Like, I don't care if they're closed or not. Now, if they're closed negatively, I care. But if they're closed, I don't care. Why? I can have a Capital One credit card, and I hate it. I hated them. So I was paid up all the time. I closed it. I don't want to use it anymore. That's not bad.
Would that affect the age?
We're talking about,
later in the future. When
Yeah.
it does, when it hits the SOL, yes, it will drop off, and it'll go from there. Yes,
But
ET.
that can always be fixed.
That can always be fixed by trade lines and all that stuff. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, ET, what up?
So I know that you're looking at it from an underwriter's viewpoint, but if you go to the 3 reports or the 3 now, according to our TransUnion under the underwriting, go back to underwriting. So if we look at each column, according to Equifax, well, he has inquiries, but according to Equifax, he'd be fundable. According to Experian, he'd be fundable, but not according to TransUnion. So couldn't you fund him independently?
So technically right now, the software, the way that it was written, again, that's why we're still in beta with it. The way the software was written, it's not looking at the currency of the file. So look over here. Worst payment status is what it says 30 days late. Because they don't put, so this is, guys, I want everybody to understand something. This is Metro 2 right here. Okay? I want everybody to understand something. How can a person have a current status and be 30 days late?
they
Everybody,
can, that's a mistake.
exactly. Yes, impossible. Impossible. So what happens when we have a 30-day status and Anthony, I know you're looking at me crazy right now, but Metro 2 should be able to remove that shit in 20 minutes.
I've been fighting it for
I understand that.
over a year.
Bro, I just had a guy 11 months just to get that stupid collection off, man. The late payments are late payments are always a pain in the ass.
And I mean, and that account is, and I guess I paid it off.
So you just admitted to debt. You just admitted to fault. Fuck.
Because I had to do that in order to. I was trying to get a loan, and they wouldn't give me the loan because of that. So I had to do it.
But that wasn't the reason they weren't giving you the loan. The reason they weren't giving you the loan because they see the payment status is 30 days late. That's what it is, man. And here, let's look at the credit report. Do you mind if I look at the credit report? I don't wanna blow your shit up like this. Let's look at the credit report. If I go to the credit report and I'll scroll down to the negative item, let's see if they made the change that I said. They didn't make the change yet. Okay. So our changes when we pull the credit report, guys, they're gonna put the negative files at the top. So this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Okay. Yeah, it knew what I was looking for. Shit. Okay. So TransUnion. So this has been removed on both items. So this has been removed. This is 30 days late. Credit line closed. Requested by this. So is there no other? Hold on. What is this? No, here it is. Here's your other two over here. PPC. 30 days late. Where's status? Hold on. Wait. Is the software highlighting the negative items now? Damn. Seriously?
Yes, it says impeding. Accounts that are impeding.
No, we're in the credit report right now. This is highlighting it in the credit report.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, that wasn't like that
Patty.
before, but that's kind of nice.
That wasn't like this before. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Just I gotta make a test on this. I apologize, guys. If these devs are doing, yeah, Brian, come over here. Talk to me.
All right, I had when you was looking on that, right? When you were looking at the stuff, if this is what I was trying to figure out, if one of the if two of the credit bureaus are saying something, couldn't you go after the other one and be like, why is this ain't matching the other one?
Yes,
y'all all supposed to match?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that
But
might make it easier for him then.
but that's what Metro 2 does, buddy.
Oh, okay.
That's what Metro 2 does. That's why I'm having that's the whole point of Metro 2. Because the CDIA, and I'll show you guys this. Here it is. Give me a second. I'm gonna open it up. Here's the thing over here. Credit reporting.
Yeah, I just thought maybe he had to physically write, to him. But I got what you're saying. The software does it. Got it.
So CDIA, right? Look over here. Here's the PDF. Here's the CDIA PDF. This is a 376-page document. Basically telling them what they're able to do. Look, child support, credit cards, debt buyer, collections agency, all this. This is all the fields they have to fill in. Here's the codex. Here's everything. Okay, this is everything that they have to go by, my friend. Make sense? So if it is everything that they have to go by, you have to hit them line by line. You have to hit them line by line. What the problem is if they go by it. This is why you got to keep fighting. I'm not telling Anthony that he's doing anything wrong. I know he's been in the thing for a minute. And it gets frustrating, but this is where people fall off. But then you got somebody like Anthony who's stubborn as hell. He's like, fuck it, I'm already this deep. Might as well keep going. Because that's the truth. Because already as deep as you are in, and as deep as you hit, what's the worst more that can happen? It takes 2 more months and it falls off?
Yeah.
It takes a couple more months and it falls off. And here's the thing. It's removed and now your credit score just jumps and it's perfect now. Because the rest of the file, if you look at the rest of the file, I want you guys to understand this. This is why, if you look at the rest of the file, besides this one hitting 2 credit cards in the past max 2 credit cards open in the last 24 months, which is this. Hold on. If I do revolving, and I'll scroll down to the bottom. He's got a bunch of these right here. He's got what? One, two. He's got 2 credit cards that'll. Well, technically,
That's the same one.
Dre,
Yo,
less than 2 or equal to 2.
what are we talking about? Increase?
Credit cards in the last 24 months. Because technically, he got only 2. Wouldn't he be fundable?
For Chase? Yes.
No, it just in general. He's got 1, 2. That's it.
Yeah.
The next trade line is 3 years old. He's fundable. So this has got to equal. It cannot be greater than 2. It can equal 2, but cannot be greater than 2. I don't know what.
Question. Is that just credit cards or is that loans and credit cards?
No, this is credit. Oh, that's what it is. They put it on their accounts. That's
right. I was gonna say that's not right.
Yeah, that's it. They put okay. Let's see, installment loans. Okay, there you go. That's why that didn't hit. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, look at all the guys. These are all credit builders. Kovu, Lending Club. Look, these are all credit builders. Right, Anthony. Not saying anything bad. Great shit, man. This is all great.
Oh, great job, bro.
This is a great job.
You're putting in work. That's what you're doing. You're really putting in work to get this credit.
Yeah, this is great. Good job, Ant.
Grateful.
So yes, that's why that check mark's not in. The 730. I know you had it. I know you had this over here. We just gotta. It's not the utilization. The utilization would drop down. Let me check something over here. 9 months. Not new. Installment. Bingo. You just open up this.
Yeah, that was to get the utilization down.
This is what dropped your score.
Yeah. So, but will it jump back up?
Well, when you pay it off, because here's what happens. This is at 36. So you put this is a trade line.
No, I mean I've used that to pay down the utilization on the credit card.
So this is an installment loan.
Personal, yeah.
Yeah, this is an installment loan. So what happens is now you pull the installment loan out. So it's going to drop the credit score and it's going to keep going up each time you pay it down because it's a technical installment loan. This is what dropped it because it added debt.
Right.
This is technical debt. So you didn't lose credit based upon anything but just adding debt to the overall file. Okay? So over here, when we look over here, it actually, because this is real estate debt, okay? Your installment debt is $84,000. So last month it was less. Or when we had the first report pulled, it was a lot less. That's what caused your score to go up. And that's what we call a forensic analysis, ladies and gentlemen, going through the file exactly forensically to find out where that file goes up and down. And now this was live. I'll be honest with you guys. We don't normally do this, but this is live to figure out why a credit score goes down. It's got nothing to do with the negative item. I'll be honest with you. The negative item was there. It's there because it was there on TransUnion and Equifax until it was removed. So this is there. It was there before previously, but now by finding out where the debt is, that's where we find out that the credit score has dropped off a cliff because of that. That's the same thing like adding a car or taking another installment loan to buy a business or something like that. That's exactly where your credit score is going to tank a little bit because they do that purposefully. They don't want you to have a good credit score after you take money out because what's going to happen? Well, if I have a 700 for 6 months straight and I go pull out 6 loans back to back to back to back without any repercussion of pulling out 6 loans, and then I can't pay them back, what happens? My risk assessment's too high, so they don't like me because of that. So I want everybody to understand there's a reasoning behind that, a reasoning behind why they did that. Make sense? And you get it? I know you ain't happy right now, bro, but you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. See why the software is powerful, bro?
But like now when I wanted to get, I mean, before the game plan was to try and get some business credit so I could pay down those credit cards. But since I did this, now what? Just gotta wait it out?
No, I gotta do a little more forensic analysis and find out where I can't do it alive. I gotta do, first off, I gotta find it. You're 10 points, maybe 20 points away from where you need to be. Okay. But what I'm worried about is this. These late payments over here, we got to get this gone first.
Gotcha.
We get this gone first. That may give you the extra little bump that Dre, we got